Hello, my name is V Sin, and this is a snapshot of Valhalla Knights 3. Now, this game came out in North America on October the 15th, 2013. I heard reports that it was released extra early in certain areas. I can't confirm them. I can also confirm that in Canada we didn't get any copies physically on the first day. I don't know if they're out now. Either way, I'd say that the physical version is hard to find. Go digital if you actually want this thing. But let's go into whether or not you'd actually want this thing. So first of all, Valhalla Knights 3 is advertised as an action RPG. I disagree completely, and I'll show you why later. But first of all, what are the hallmark features of this thing supposed to be? Well, first of all, it's going to be its combat, it's going to be its grinding, there's also its customization system, as well as another controversial feature that I probably won't show in full. So first of all, let's get into some options. System, you got your usual save and load. You can see in the top left corner that I have a playtime of 18 hours, apparently. Let's see here, config. What you got here is camera controls, here, invert or not invert, mini-map, and then more than half of the menu is taken up by these things. Yeah, the controversial feature of sexy time apparently takes up most of the menu. I've tried turning several of these on or off as it goes. I don't think they can actually stack with each other, although then again I haven't really tried too much. I just set it to standard because the regular looks terrible, and actually, like this one is disturbing, this one I find disturbing. Boxers, I don't know. Anyways, yeah, that really goes beyond everything else. Alright, so let's go through all these menus first. You got equipment, slot, stat, clan name. My clan name is Generic Toaster. I have no idea why I named it that. So, first of all, equipment isn't too complicated. You go into your character here. You have right and left weapons. You can dual wield certain weapons. If you have a shield, you cannot dual shield, unfortunately. Sad days. Some weapons are two-handed. And again, I'm going to show you in a bit how the different weapons work. You also have head, chest, arm, leg. All head, chest, arm, and leg armor all have weight options. If you look in the center of the screen, it's I don't know, the interface is a little bit janky there, but you can see the blue number with WGT. This is the weight of each individual piece of armor. But the neck option, and if I had a finger here, the finger option, neither of those have weight. Also, weapons do not have weight. They only have strike, shot, attack, defense, magic defense. Some weapons do have defense, magic defense, like shields, for example. Next, we'll go to slots. Slots is skill customization in a way. So what you have is 2 command slots and passive slot. That leaves you with a total of 2 by 4, gives you 8 active abilities, and passive slot gives you a maximum of 4 passives. These abilities are the abilities that you have available depend on what abilities you have unlocked for the classes that are currently active on the character. Again, I'll have to get into that a bit later. Passive slots, they just sit there. All of them are bonus stats. Or I believe there's one which, when you're at 20% health, you do 20... No, wait, sorry, it's the other way around. At 25% health, you do 20% extra damage. You have... You can see aid, this is a healing skill. Aid raid, another healing. Damage, poison, offensive and defensive debuffs, and all that good stuff. Next, stats. Now with stats, what you get here is, you can see your health, your SP. SP is what you need in order to use abilities. That's about it. Basic stats. Let's go into this for a second. Oh wait, I don't have any BP yet. Do I have any on these characters? Nope. Okay. For basic stats, what you do is every time you level up, you get BP. And what you can do that bonus points, and you can use that and allocate them towards basic stats. Strength boosts strike damage, shot damage, defense, and weight. But, and this is what makes the difference between the stats significant, is that strength is a major increase to damage, a major increase to weight, and only a small increase to shot damage and defense. If you put a single point into strength, you may not get all of those stats all at once every single time you put in a point. So you just have to distribute your points properly. Personally, I like glass cannon builds, so there you go, full strength. I also got class level. Classes determine which skills you have available on your character. This I have Ninja. Ninja is one of the unlockable classes. You need to get a special item, then you turn into a ninja. I have Sub Priest just for healing abilities. Sub Prisoner. Prisoner is actually, just of note, Prisoner has the lowest base stats in the game. It has a bunch of good buffs and debuffs, but the one thing that makes it really strong and good is that it has one passive ability that gives plus 30 to all stats. The only thing, of course, is that it requires 3,000 skill points in order to train it up, and those take a while to get. This is a grindy game, I will say that straight up. I'll make it very clear with, I think I'll make it clear with about 2 fights so far. Maybe. Clan name, you change the clan name, nothing special there. Use, you can use various skills. Let's go into learn. So here you go, SBP, top right corner. Those points are gained via fighting in battles. I've heard some people say that it's a flat amount per monster that's given to all members of your party. I've heard some people that it depends on the monster level. I'm not 100% sure. I can't keep track of it that well. So here you go. Let's take a look at Prisoner. What you see is, in this skill tree, you have to unlock first this one, then this one, and you get these 2 branching options, go forth, and so on. So this is Limit Break, the 3,000 SBP required, plus 30 all base stats. It's well and good. You can also see that you have all of these classes unlocked. Prisoner, Fighter, Mage, Priest, Thief, Akatoki. It's Fist Fighter, really. I don't know why they use the Japanese name. Archer. Then normally these are all blotted out. In this case, since I unlocked Ninja on this character, my main character, I get Ninja abilities as well. I haven't put any points in because I want Limit Break. But there you go, you have abilities. Special abilities are gained from doing quests. So here I got Moonlight. At least the one I found was from quests. I have a feeling that some of them can be gained from items. Yeah, I believe there was actually another special ability on Eldrasity. Yep. This special ability, Courtship. This one is from a quest reward, but it is an item. So there's that as well. So you can see here you can distribute your skill points, customize, and then put them into the slots. In a way, it's actually, I would say it's like combining Final Fantasy Tactics main plus 2 subs customization in combination with Guild Wars 1 capping you at those 8 slots and 4 passives. At least that's my opinion. You cannot use all of your abilities. Additionally, if we just go back to slots for a second, here we go, I'm going to go command slot 2, with this one over here. What you get are your skills from each of the classes you have. Then you also have your items, consumable items, heal, party heals, plus SP, party SP. This one is knockdown, and there's also knockdown and deceased. Those are 2 different states. Secure sleep, silence, paralysis, all ailments except for money pit and HP slip. I haven't seen what HP slip is. And coin purse, money pit. Now, of all the negative conditions in this game, money pit is the most unique and the most infuriating. What happens is, if a party member is inflicted with money pit, what happens is you will gradually lose money the more you walk. Yeah, the more you walk, you will gradually lose money from nothing, except the money pit status effect. If multiple party members have money pit, you will lose money faster. And for the record, even though it says 39,000 in the top right corner, early on in the game, and even now, you can run out of money very quickly. Like, money is used for absolutely everything in this game. Seriously. Like, it's how you get new party members, it's how you get most of your equipment, because even the world drops, most of those aren't actually that good compared to some of the shop stuff unless you get lucky. You will need a lot of money, carry around a bunch of coin purses, cure money pit as soon as you can. Every single time, or you will bleed so much money it's depressing. So yeah, you can slot, let's see here, items and then these sub-actions. I haven't seen any more sub-actions left in the game, but you start with these 4 right off the bat. Attack is, you command NPC allies to attack. Defend is command NPC allies to defend. Taunt is you just taunt the target, I believe. You can also set it into multiple slots to increase the effect. I haven't seen it actually work, but then again, I don't know. I haven't used it too much. Crouch, I will be honest, I have never seen a use for crouch yet. Like, I'm only 20 hours into the game for a game that is supposed to take 200 hours to platinum, apparently. So it's only 10% in reality, even though it's 20 hours. I've never seen a use for crouch yet. Anytime I would use crouch, I could just sprint away. And that's about it for what you can put in command slots. Let's see here. Skill, use, learn, items. Okay, consumables, weapons, you just look at your weapons, your armor. And let's look at key items for a second. What you see are all these catalog items. These are items that you find in the world, and then just a catalog that shows you various types of, this one is greatswords. If you collect all 10 bucks, you'll get a special greatsword. There's an NPC in the hub area that if you bring the catalogs 1 through 10 of a certain weapon type, he will eventually make you a weapon for it. Currently I haven't gotten any of them because I'm only so far into the game. All this. There's also machine prints parts. This, I'm 99.9% sure this is for the machine class. I don't know whether this is based on your ability to get points is based on time, or if it's based on how long you walk. I'm not 100% sure. I only have this many, and I can't use the machine class yet. Let's just sort this crap out. Okay. Onwards to quest. Pending quest is the quest that you have. There are basically 3 general types of quests. There are guild quests. You get this from the guild. There are NPC quests. You get them by talking to NPCs at certain times. And then these are the story quests, which you get as you progress through the story by default. There's also the quest list, and this is all the stuff that I've actually done yet. You can see that there's these are question marks. Some of these are, I've done them. Again, the letters are NPCs, I believe. Are they? No, okay, those are those. Yeah, you can see that all of these letter ones are NPCs. Whereas these are, again, guild quests with a short sword and shield, and the story quests are all the way at the start. All this good stuff. Formation, it's just arrange the formation of your NPCs. What the heck is Batar doing all the way up there? There we go. Let's put this back. You can arrange the formation of your characters. I like to put tanks in the front, squishies in the back. My style. Whatever. Collection. Records is just a bunch of wall of statistics. Like, just how many statistics? All of them. All of them. Like, how many times you use every single weapon. How many times you've used specific skills. How many times you've used all of this stuff. You can see money used in one floor item. Yeah. Total money earned, total money used. Just a wall of statistics. Titles is just these are basically in-game achievements. So yay, data clerk, and all this good stuff. These are all items, by the way. These are just item I believe they're item prefixes. They just affect how good or bad an item is. Yay. And then yeah, titles. And then we're back to the system, so that's about it. So first of all, let's show off a bit of combat. Let's show, first of all, me cheesing a bunch of opponents. Let's get out of here first. Another thing to note, though, is that there are actually very long loading times in this game. I will not kid you, the load times are actually very long. Depends on how long it's been since you last loaded something, but whatever. Anyways, welcome to Carceron Outer Field. You have to pass through this every bloody time you want to get somewhere else, with the exception of one other location that's inside the prison area. But otherwise, yeah, you have to walk through this. You can see that the walk speed isn't too bad, but normally how you get around is you press circle, and then press X with the right timing, and then you just do that repeatedly. Yay! I don't know if my volume is loud enough right now, but doing this repeatedly is really annoying. So first of all, this is the low starting area, and it's just so you have fast enough to beat these guys up. Yay, one shot. and you can press X over them and loot. Sometimes these chests will show up, you can open them up, and then you can get items from them. But of course these guys are the really easy ones. Let's first of all show off a little bit of combat against something marginally more difficult, but not that much more difficult. Then I'll show you a quest battle that I failed miserably last time, and I'll also show off some of the cutscenes. Okay, those guys are too easy. Which one am I going here? Okay, let's head that direction. Let's get in a fight with that guy over there. I'll show you first of all how the combat actually works. You just hit him once. There you go. See, you hit someone, this starts up. All your NPCs will start fighting, the opponents will start fighting. With melee combat, you can mash the button to do damage. There's also a timing system. It's a little hard to show on these guys because they die too fast. Blah blah blah. Okay, let's just go. Let's just sprint towards the harder fight, which actually literally beat the crap out of me quite badly. So there's also a bit of story there. It's not too much of a spoiler. It's just a quest. So sprint past all these guys. Is that I don't know what the heck do I describe this sound as? Spark sound? Is that sound pissing you off yet? Because it pisses me off, and it's the way that you move faster around the map. Also, if you miss the timing, then you get that delay. So here we go. Here's the quest. Again, another loading screen. I'm going to speed through this text here to avoid spoilers. So yay, a whole bunch of girls. And then go through this. It's like, yay! All the sexual innuendo! But actually, yeah, they're all fighters, and when you first get the quest, they're all better than you. I don't know, I might lose this quest horribly. So again, another loading screen. There are a lot of loading screens all over the place. So buff. Now the healer. Oh crap. Whoa, everyone got knocked down. Alright, let's see if this works out. Whoa. You'll see card. I pray to God that my allies last long enough.
Much obliged.
Okay, heal myself. Party heal. Come on. Stupid NPCs, do your job properly. You notice that I'm not actually fighting. I found that for some of these harder fights, I actually do better if I just play the healer. I can break the target one shot. So, AoE heal. Damn it. Take this. There we go, got you. Party heal. Damn it. Two of them went down. Yeah. I really hope those guys can actually do enough damage. Why is this fight so hard? Run away! Run away! Cheese tactic! Dash attacks. And then if I mess up once, I instantly fail. Thankfully, though, this character is really tanky. Maybe you can beat me up barely, I think. Dash away, party heal. Damn it, C-card went down. Okay. I'm probably gonna fail this, it looks like. Damn it, that did no damage. Why? God damn it. Okay. Apparently you can also cancel out of attacks with a dash. And there we go. There's also the boost there in the bottom. Let's see. Okay, heal myself. Boost. Go ham. You can lock onto targets with the R button. You go ham on this chick, probably. Okay. Does anyone else need health right now? No. Okay, good. When you're in boost mode, you can chain attacks together by just button mashing, which is the fastest way to deal damage. And hey, what do you know? I actually beat it. So yeah, I just spam healing. Normally I use VSyn and just cheese opponents, but against the harder fights I have to spam healing. So there you go. This is actually the first time I've seen this text, so there you go. Okay, give me your money. Give me your items, give me your money, and the last option is strip. And then... I don't know. What the heck happens here? Oh, the pink screen, yay. Notice how they don't actually show you anything, or at least not that much. Damn it, I was trying to avoid perverted stuff. Looks like we ended up having to do it. Whatever. I don't know. I guess this is somewhat indicative of the game in general, but of course it goes straight back to the armor. Anyways. And quest over. Notice, of course, that I lost most of my party members and only survived through healing cheese. What the heck is that? Mysterious earring? What the heck? Oh, well. Congratulations, people. You got to see a show. Again, that's actually pretty indicative of how the game runs, though. Yeah, please tell me I have a patrol. I do not have a way to get back quickly, do I? No, I don't. Let's see. Nope. Alright, we're running all the way back. Well, might as well bring up one of my grievances then. Running! Lots of it! All over the place! Like, unless you have the return skill... okay, the return skill gets you back to the hub area really quickly. That's good. But just to get to where you want to go, you have to spend a lot of time running through all of these different places. The underground or cave areas, those ones don't even have that many mobs in between. Don't have that many mobs. There's a lot of walking, one mob, a lot of walking, one mob. At least in these areas, you get a lot of mobs, so if you want to grind, you can do it quickly. Let's go from one mob to the next. But in caves, no. It's one mob in a single room, followed by like a minute of walking to the next mob. Like, rinse, lather, repeat. I recognize that it's supposed to be a grinding game, and there is actually a resource, or rather a currency, that is gained by walking repeatedly. But just to me, it just strikes me as extremely annoying. Just all of this walking. I understand that it is a grinding game, and there is a lot of time dedicated to burning time. But at the same time, this is just a waste of time. Like, I just want to get back to town. I mean, yes, if you're low and bleeding, and low on health and bleeding, and it becomes dangerous, then sure. But with how easy it is to avoid fights, that's not really a valid argument. And even if you're trying to get somewhere, just to like a quest objective or something, that also takes forever. Seriously. Get all the way out here. Before we resurrect everyone, let's go to the plaza first. There's also the guy off to the side if you saw him. He will do a shortcut. You can take it to the light district or the slums as well. It saves you a loading screen, actually, but still. Loading screen? No, it saves you 2 loading screens. You can also see that there are little snippets here and there in the loading screens. Those are pretty neat. Alright, let's head over here for a second. Network options. Network features are only available in the North American version. Yes, I'm actually serious. My Vita is not connected to the internet right now. But what you can do is PvP battles is basically the same combat you saw, only against other players over the internet. I haven't engaged in one yet because I'm scared to death that they're all going to be super grinded and I'm just going to get cheesed to death. But okay, there you go. There's Arena Battle Online, Arena Battle Ad Hoc, and Prize Exchange. You can see the AP 0 in the top right corner. That is the points you get from performing arena battles. Ad Hoc, obviously Ad Hoc. Online, like I said, is only available in Xseed's English version. It wasn't there in the Japanese version. I think they had to manually make this thing up because, you know, this game in general is fairly niche. And you aren't going to find that many people doing Ad Hoc. What the heck does Nina do again? Okay, and then this accept item and something or another. There's also this Kudo guy. He's basically a tutorial. How to move, wave, the search, blah blah blah. You also get all of these class guides. The class guides are actually useful. Like for example, you go to the prisoner guide. Stats improve more slowly. Prisoners can equip almost all weapons. Complete to unlock that. I do not know what this extra complete to unlock thing is exactly. I believe it is a special self-character-wide passive that lets you do something or another. I'm not 100% sure. That's about it. That's what Kudo is for. There's also the explorable area there, explorable area on the other side. Where the hell is he? There he is. Let's go to this guy. So, you have talk and give options. You can just press X top. So, yeah, he talks about you. And you also have the give option. Press triangle. That's a dialogue option. And then you get a whole bunch of gift items here. You can pick these up. There's a shop that uses your walk points. You can also pick these up as... A couple of them, I believe, are quest rewards. A few of them are random drops in the world. Etc. So... What the heck does this guy like? I have no idea. Let's throw a criminal's diary at him. What the heck happens?
Very nice.
Okay, so this is apparently the good dialogue. After you give them an item, what happens is they give you a dialogue thing. Depending on how happy they are about it, you get extra points with them as well. You also cannot give them multiple presents in a row. So that's about it for there. Now let's head back to the light district and resurrect everybody, because everybody died. Thankfully I have a lot of money. Blah blah blah. Also, if you notice at the time of this video, right now it's reaching the 27-minute mark. Keep in mind that we didn't really do that much. I talked you through the menus. We had one fight, and that was a couple of fights, and that was it. Yeah, like I said, this game really goes out of its way to burn a lot of time. So, for the record here, this is the guild. You can use it to accept quests. But first of all, let's just resurrect everyone first. There's this greedy-ass priest over here. Business. Naturally, you have to pay this guy tithes. Treatment, I believe, cures some conditions, most noticeably money pit. But I've never had to use it. The revival cost is based on the active character level. I just resurrect everyone. So you can see I have different prices for everyone. Treatment, I don't need it, so whatever. Let's get out of here. Alright, let's talk about shops now. Which I should have done earlier, but whatever. So, past that door there isn't too much. There's just one guy in a stairway. There's this shop over here. This is the walk point shop.
What's up?
Okay, let it load in. These are all the gift items. You can see again in the top right corner, the 54,835. Those are the amount of steps I've taken. I can show you later. Nah, I'm not going to bother. This takes up too much time. But I can show you later that if you walk a little bit, you quickly get points. So you have all these gift items. You can buy them for 1,000 walk points each. Well, I call them walk points. They're actually move points. And then you can give these to people and you increase relationship points. That's about it. Again, varying characters have different preferences. This is the guy who will give you weapons if you get enough of those catalogs. Most of these guys are random NPCs. Okay, let's just start with these top level shops. The shops are the guild, the item shop, and the... I guess you could call it the looks shop. So, for the record, this guy over here does nothing. Speak to one of the girls. Where the hell are they? Okay, there's one in this corner. I haven't actually talked to Togus yet, so we'll make this work. Now, first of all,
Welcome.
obvious impression, yay. Completely sexualized. All of these costumes are completely sexualized. Not even gonna deny it. I might decide to do a rant on sexism later, but for now, let's just take a look at this.
What would you like?
So you get all those little quotations. You talk to them at some first, second, third, fourth, and fifth stage in the relationship process. Only works with clerks, by the way. Then you eventually get these little bits of dialogue, and then yay, blah blah blah. And then
Hi.
all of the clerks have different mannerisms and different backstories as you go through the relationship, but whatever. So let's go to quest. Available report cancel. Available quests, again, you have all these quests available. Some of these are repeatable. For example, these 7's requests. Let's just accept the skeleton quest right now, because I need to do that later. Escape checkpoint Jean-Pierre's clan. Sure, let's add this
Would
too.
you like? Hi.
Also, between... both now. Okay, I'm gonna deal with these later. But between, this quest giver and the slums quest giver, some of these are similar, some of these are different. I believe both of them share the 7's requests. Speedy Smith is not available at the slums quest giver, but otherwise, the main differences though is that the ones in the light district, you have to pay money to the clerk in order to get the quest. Admittedly, if you fill the relationships with all of the clerks, then you actually get free of charge service, but until then you have to spend a ton of money. I'm just going to show you how to trigger sexy time. And long story short, you need to give them a lot of money. How much money do I have to give this one? I don't know.
What would you like?
What the heck? Change class, there we go. So change class is usually the way you do it with the quest givers. So you can see that... let's use Outland for now. So we're going to swap Fighter with Thief. Main class dictates what weapons you can use, as well as your stats, or at least your base stats. The subclasses, you get the bonus stats and all the skills. So, okay, swap these. Changing your main class costs 1,000 gold. Changing one of your subclasses costs 3,000 gold. But the act of swapping them means you get 1,000 plus 3,000.
Would you like?
What the heck? Why did that just say Moji? Oh yeah, I forgot. There are bugs in this game. They happen really occasionally. Sometimes you'll get mobs in the world that will have type unknown, even though they're clearly a certain clan that you've seen before. This is the first time I've seen this bug. It will say Moji. That's the currency. That's actually, I believe that's like some code or something. It just failed to display. But if you look at the top right, you can see it deducts 4,000. There's also another bug I ran into where it actually spawned all the newbie monsters in a higher level field and spawned half of the monsters inside of the walls. Like, okay, whatever. So, okay. After you spend a certain amount of money, you trigger sexy time. I will not show you sexy time. No, I will not. I'm not willing to risk my channel on this sort of video because, quite frankly, after all the moaning sounds and the touching, I'm not really going to do it. But I'm going to say no to this one. Maybe by popular demand, I'll make a separate video for it. So if you just trigger it, you saw the pink screen, right? Even just by triggering it, you will still improve the relationship a little bit. And I'm just going to toss a precedenter. I don't know. See what happens.
Thanks.
That's just average quality. Okay, whatever. Stay. Okay, modify clan. There's also the guild option to modify clan. Member search. Member search, I'm just going to show it to you quickly. Another loading screen. You get all these options here. The one at the bottom, I'm pretty darn sure is machine, but I think you can only unlock it after a certain amount of time. You have to pay some guy to give you parts, and eventually, after 7 parts, you can build machines. Now, human, elf, halfling, dwarf, beast, nightmare. Nightmares basically are black elves with a few stat differences, like they have more magic and less dex, I believe. Humans and elves are just minor differences. Halflings is mostly dex luck. These guys are mostly strength vit. Beast is strength vit, HP, but less magic stuff, etc. These base stats do actually matter. They really do matter. Even in the longer run, the difference in health between, say, a halfling and a dwarf is really, really noticeable. Seriously. You can also notice that, for example, humans look fairly normal. Elves and nightmares look fairly normal. Beast, it's interesting to note that the male beasts are absolutely massive, whereas the female beasts are tiny. Dwarf females look fairly dignified. Halflings, on the other hand, all look like kids. So there you have it. Let's go into human customization, male or female. So you get to choose first, last, and nickname. Nickname is the name that shows up in the party panel. Personality. Now with personality, the thing about that is that when you first create your main character, you get to choose your personality. And what the personality dictates is actually the AI. Now, I do not know the difference between various personalities and their AI, but apparently you want specific AI type, personality types, so that you get AI that behaves a certain way. Seriously. Voice options.
Yeah! Hey!
Yeah, so skin tone, hairstyles. Get a few different hairstyles. Apparently you get extra hairstyles if you have a clerk in your party, but whatever. Color, eyebrow types. This is only really useful for your main character because you will never see this apart from cutscenes. Same goes for eyes, eye color, mouth. Paint, scar, facial tattoo. Filth, by the way, makes everyone nude. You can actually change the filth level on your character, as you can see. It's actually, again, this isn't very noticeable, though. Body tattoos. Wait for you to reload. I like the body tattoo. There you can barely see it. Facial tattoos, you can put tattoos on your face, etc. All this good stuff. After you get to the confirm screen, you get to choose your class. The base classes are just prisoner, fighter, again, mage thief, atatoki archer, mage. And after you confirm this, then you get past it and you create the character. So let's just get out of here because I don't want a new character. Cancel character creation. Add to clan is basically you first pick a position, and whoever's left over, you can slot them in, but whatever. Remove is remove them from your party. Dismiss members is just toss them out the window. Storage is just a storage feature. You have separate storages for deposit, weapon, armor, item, etc. I've never used it because I've never actually seen my inventory fill up yet. So let's get out of here. And again, we're like 38 minutes in, like 37 minutes in right now. Still haven't gone through everything. Why? I'm blaming it all on these infernal load screens and all this walking. Seriously. You consume a ton of time. Like an insane amount of time. Just getting it from place to place. Like not even, like you have to consume an insane amount of time waiting for stuff to respawn so you can kill it. Moving between places, all these load screens, etc. Let's head over to the trade market. Also, with some of the clerks that you meet up with, you occasionally get these little memos in between. For Batar in question, this is actually a bit of a plot twist, by the way. Spoilers, everyone falls in love with you, but still. So, trade market. Again, here you have all the hypersexualized clerks. Of note, though, is that the Light District shops are conveniently colored cayenne, magenta, and yellow. Just saying. It's just very interesting that they choose that color type. The item shop, you buy items, weapons, armor. God damn it, load screens again. Okay, next stop. I'm not gonna go in this time. Happy Anatomy Clinic. This is reskin your character. Oops. Oh, no wonder he died so fast. Reskin your character. You basically redo customization. You first start off with only face customization. You later get to unlock body type customization. And I believe illusion also changes your race and gender. But that costs an arm and a leg, apparently. Go through here for a second. Random guys. This person, depending on how much armor you buy, you will eventually get rewards from her. Notice that this is the hotel. Hotel, you can't actually go into it. That's the thing. It's only a cutscene after the end of relationships. And now let's go into the slums first. The reason why the slums are important is because of the fact that instead of having to pay clerks, you don't have to pay just to use the service. The quality of items you can buy from the item shop is lower. And you only get facial customization compared against full body customization in the Light District. You also get a different set of quests. That's about it. I'm just gonna walk past the recruiting area for a second. There you go. Lower slum shops. Believe me when I say when you start the game, you really want to use these shops. Like, do not use the Light District shops unless you're either desperate or for a specific high-end piece of armor or whatnot. So this is character customization over here. This is the usual guild. You can see I can talk to the guy. He immediately initiates without making me pay for it. You can see that you have a few different quests. For example, let's just auto-report this one because I already have all the bones. But see, he only has 7's request in here. He doesn't have all of those other quests. For example, bragging rights isn't available in the bar. They call it the guild. I call it the bar. So forth and so on.
Very nice.
And also go over to this guy.
What?
This is the shop. Item shop. You can buy various consumables here. I've noticed that the slums shop has old items. These ones are considerably cheaper, but they are also RNG dependent, as well as all these extra stuff. All this extra stuff. You can buy weapons. Like I said before, weapons are actually better out of the shop most of the time. These will unlock as the game progresses. Armor sets. Again, you get all this armor, as well as the gravity ring, which gives you extra equip weight. You can sell items. Identify. Do I have identifiable stuff? Yep. Identification costs 50 gold. From the stuff that you get in the field, all of it's going to be unidentified items. You have to either use a special skill, use an item, or bring it to one of the shopkeepers, and they will eventually identify it. And then you'll get whatever the heck the item is. That's about it. This is the guy, by the way, who gives you machine parts. He doesn't have any parts right now. Oh yay, Margarita. Yay, she kind of got betrayed by her knight. Good times. Yeah, for all the sexualization, all of the girls actually do have backstories that are dignified. I would not say that they're well written, but they are dignified. Onwards to Good Talent Agency. This is where you recruit. Instead, as opposed to creating a character from scratch, this is where you recruit characters that are higher than level 1 and have extra attribute points and all that good stuff.
Need something?
So you head over here, hire ally. Oh, okay, you have to dismiss someone first.
Oh, thank you.
But anyways, you essentially get a list of characters to hire. Depending on how many levels they've progressed, they cost more. They also have various starting classes, subclasses, blah blah blah. The reason you come here is just to avoid having to grind up someone from level 1. They do cost an arm and a leg though. Like a level 20 a character with like 40 levels under their belt costs like 20,000 gold. No, not 20,000. 30,000 gold. It gets really bloody expensive. You only do this if you desperately need new members, which you will actually need to do after the big plot twist, because then you lose 3 of your high-level members right off the bat, and I don't think you get to recruit them again, which kind of sucks. And other than that, that is more or less how this works. Yeah. Like, that is the general synopsis of how this entire game works. You go out in the world, you grind, you kill stuff, and then you have sexy time. You come back, sell stuff, have sexy time. Rinse, lather, repeat. Like I said before, this game can go on for upwards of 200 hours. And so we get to the part where, would I recommend this game? Huh. Okay, purely from a mechanics standpoint, I think this game is good. Not great, but it is good. It does what it needs to do properly. It is not a particularly special game, but is okay. Anyone who says that this is a terrible game beyond all belief either spent less than 1 hour trying to play it, or hasn't even played it at all. Like, there is nothing wrong with this game. I mean, have I actually enjoyed myself? I have had enjoyable moments in this game, not including the sexy time. And for the most part, it's there. It's a grinder. And I remember someone saying before, they put it quite nicely, this is a single-player MMORPG. You go out in the world, you grind, you play more. And you play more, and you play more, and you grind up another class, and you get all these skill points, and you switch classes, and you get more, grind some more, etc., etc. Overall, though, this is mostly for people who really are into the Grindfest style of video game. Because the price tag is $40 on the PSN. A flat $40. I'm not 100% sure what the retail cost is. I believe it also is $40, or it might be $45. Either way, that makes it more expensive than most Vita games available. And I honestly think that's just because XC didn't expect to sell too many copies, so they jacked up the price for the people who were interested in it. But yeah, still, at that price, it makes it slightly more difficult to recommend. Again, you have to really be the sort of person who likes the Grindfest style. Now, however, if we toss the price aside for a second, I think I can recommend this game. Apart from the sexy time. If you don't like the sexy time, and please take a look at another video because I haven't shown it here, but if you like the idea of a Grindfest game, this game will probably be worth it, and even though it costs $40, it will be a cost-effective purchase, assuming you play it all the way through. That I can say. Also, I completely forgot to touch on this. In terms of graphical style, a few people have said it's better. I think it looks like a PSP game with better textures. That's my opinion. I mean, a PSP game, you look at the wall just behind me, the rock wall, that would be a big blur. This, you can actually see specific bricks, so that's nice. But in terms of the aesthetic quality and even the animations, especially during combat, they don't really look that good. They look really slow, clumsy. I appreciate that the animation lock is there for gameplay purposes, but the animations in general look awkward. Some of the models look really awkward. Like, for example, if you look, I intentionally turned the boob slider all the way up for this character. You can see it just looks really awkward. It looks like Lara Croft Tomb Raider 1 boobs sort of thing. Like, some of this looks really awkward. Where am I? There we go. So, graphically speaking, like, fidelity-wise, it's okay. I actually have noticed slowdowns in several locations. Not in this hub area. They actually managed to do a good job with the hub area. But in some of the caves with slightly off-putting lighting, you actually do get slowdown, and it becomes annoying with the combat, because then it's a timing-based combat for the melee anyways. And the slowdown will actually mess up your timing, which is a bit annoying. I don't know if the slowdown would be noticeable at 30 frames per second, because this is running at 60 frames, but so be it. And so, I don't know, let's just cut with the boring crap. TLDR. Would I recommend this game? Okay, fine. Would I recommend this game? Go for it if you think you like this video. Do not pick it for the sexy time, though. The sexy time is a total minigame. It is a gimmick. It is an extreme gimmick. And personally, there is, like, even if that was a standalone game, I wouldn't even buy it if it was, like, $1. It's not a very good minigame for what it does. While this is really not the video to say this, I will say that if you want something like Sexy Time, there are plenty of other better options to do so. Okay, some of these animations look nice, but I don't know. So, okay, this is the part where I'm actually getting slowdowns. I don't know if it's visible on 30 frames per second, but yeah, there are actually slowdowns from time to time. Those are spiders, you can kill them, I'm not going to bother. Okay, let's just cut off the video here. Recommendation time! Wait for a discount. That's basically my synopsis. Wait for a discount. It is worth the money if you plan on dropping it, but I would say wait for a discount. My name has been VSin. Thanks for watching.